Our ego can be used to achieve remarkable things if it is used for the right reason, and it can drive us and it can push us at great heights, but it can also set us on downward spiral if we leave it unchecked. How many times we ruin a great relationship? We do things we regret always our entire life because we did something we did not think about doing. But before knowing why we are driven up by our ego that way, you have to learn about a great quote by Dale Carnegie, the man who wrote the great book How to Win Friends and Influence People. He said that we human beings deeply crave love, and there is nothing we crave more than feeling being important and being appreciated. So whenever we are offended or whenever somebody does something that does not meet our expectation, which contradict with our feeling of being important, or when we are not appreciate which can make us feel us not appreciated or not loved, it really bother us. And if we are not intelligent in those situations, then we can react in a way that is not good. How many times that you have done something when you were angry about anything, and later you looked at it and you regretted it, and you thought that I wish I could have not done that. I wish I would have known that I was gonna do this. So when you are acting that way and whenever that happens later, so you have to know that everybody you meet in your life feel the same way. Yep, like they crave the love, attention, they want to feel important too. So in order to do that, they do something sometimes stupid things to get attention. Because one of the most important thing which can really help a man or human being is asking for help. And the saddest thing is we don't know how to ask for help. We associate with it with weakness, or like it can show us vulnerable or we are not good enough. But that's not how life works. If you look at anybody you admire in your life, you look up to, and you think about why you look up to them, then you will find out that you look up to them for the same reason. So why they achieve those things and how they act when they are into tough situation, they all possess some kind of character which exhibit this. That's why we admire them. You can never be them, but you can always aspire to have that quality. One of the simplest trick to get through this is to not to say anything, to give yourself time to react. If you if you have been doing this for repeatedly, then you must have to think about, and you don't want to do that later, then you have to go with strategy, because that is not the last time somebody will hurt your ego or your feelings. So you have to have a strategy so that you don't do the thing that you regret all the time. See, feeling of hatred and regret, they take a lot of time and a lot of energy out of us. So one of the most simple trick to use for it is to not to say anything, to decide that okay, whenever my feeling is hurt, whenever I feel that I'm getting angry because my expectation is not met, or somebody or someone has offended me, I'll not say anything. I'll give myself 1 hour of time, or 2 hour of time, or 1 day of time to react about that. I'll take my time and then I'll react. And most often, when you look back at those incidents, you'll find out that we always have a little part to play in this. Nothing happens in our life. Most of the things that happens to us is direct consequences of our actions or the actions we did not take. Then you have to understand another thing, and you can start to put that into practice, that you have to know, like, whenever somebody does something in their mind, they do it for the right reason. It's their right to do that. That's why they do it. But it's in you are responsible for your own action and behavior. And you have to remember, even though you are wronged and it's not your fault and somebody wronged you, instead of taking it on your ego and reacting rudely to it, you have to remember, you can't deal with dirty things without getting dirty. You have to lower down yourself, your own standard of being, to get dirty with somebody and prove that you are mean too, you can be rude, you can be dirty. Why do that? Why not show a different way of being? When somebody is rude to you and when you don't respond to them in the same way, they never forget that, and they deep down inside them, they always appreciate it, no matter how rude they are. At the end of the day, it's about you. How much time you will save by not having to resent somebody, not having to be angry at somebody, or not hate somebody. You can be proud that you did not get involved in something that you don't wanna be. Great philosopher and Roman emperor Marcus Aurelius say, the difference between strength and weakness is, a strong person is the one who, even though he is strong, he can hurt somebody, he can injure somebody, he chooses not to do that because doing that is not right. Instead, whenever he is provoked, he stays quiet. Whenever he is pushed or offended, he deals with them with indifference and behave kindly to them in a gentleman manner. And when a weak person is offended, he runs through them like a mad bull. Sometimes it becomes the reason for their own downfall as well. So make the right decision and think about what you are going through, and take a time to observe your feeling, your mistakes, not to regret it, so that you can learn about it. It can help you get a better understanding of you, so that whenever you are put into the same kind of situation the next time, you can make the right decision. So that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and if you can, please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a great